are impressive. And they beat them in some big matches, too. So let's see here. Well, I'll go ahead and throw it out, and I'm hoping they will actually call shortly. I screwed them over. Yes, I sent them call in. Well, actually, we've got East Virginia on the call, so 2 seconds here. They'll be logged in, and I will get them on the line. I think they're just... Hey, what's going on, bud?
Oh, how's it going?
Doing well. Can you tell me who's on?
Yeah, this is Mark and Sean, the Geordie Bulldogs.
Awesome. Okay, so I wanted to, I saved it until you guys got on the line. And you guys are so prompt, thank you for that, that I get to rattle off your ranking right when you get on the phone, so it all works out. All right, so I'll tell you this, and hopefully you guys are happy with your ranking. In the tag team top 50, which is, the top 50 tag teams on the Indies, for 2017 up to this point, you guys are actually ranked number 19. Mark and Sean Denny, you had a number 2 ranking, number 5 ranking, and 2 honorable mentions. You guys have had a hell of a year so far.
Wow, thank you so much.
That actually puts you above teams like the Young Bucks. And the Young Bucks, they don't frequently work the Indies, but just to see your name there, I got to feel like it feels good to see your name over a team like the Young Bucks, in a ranking list like this.
Yeah, it's an honor to be ranked number 19 for sure. Thank you.
Absolutely. Can you kind of talk about your year to date? We're halfway through the year, and rather than me say what you guys have done, I think it would be better for everybody to hear, through your mouth.
Hello, this is Sean. It's been a pretty awesome year for us. We became 2-time AML Tag Team champions. We won the Cornet Cup, which was pretty fantastic. We became the Rage Tag Team champions. We just had a really good year. It's been a really fun year as well. And we've been on your show a bunch of times. Like we've ranked with you guys, which is really, really awesome. And, it's just really good. It's just been a really good year.
What's funny is I saw that coming last year. I could just tell. Like, you can kind of see teams that, not just teams, but wrestlers that are gaining that momentum, and they're starting to get out to different places, and they're really starting to get recognized as one of the elite teams. Well, you guys are starting to really, you were starting to do it last year, and now this year, obviously, you've built on that, and you're having a hell of a year. What can we expect the second half of the year? You're sitting there at 19 right now, and as I've said throughout the show, everybody has a chance to build on their rankings. It's up in the air this year. You guys could go from 19 to 3, 2, 1, whatever. You know what I mean? So talk about the second half of the year and what you expect.
Well, we don't plan on dropping the AML titles anytime soon, so anytime you hold those titles, it automatically makes you one of the top tag teams in the country. So obviously we want to hold on to them as long as possible. We just came off a feud with the Dixon line there and came out of that still champs. So, we'd love to crack the top 10 of your rankings by the end of the year. I think that'd be great. We also have a huge tournament coming up with Classic Pro Wrestling in July, and that's the Crockett Cup. And that one's got some of the best tag teams in the country in it. You got the Heat Seekers are in it, we're in it, the Old School Empire's in it, the Rock and Roll Express is in it, the Tough Guys are in it, the Powers of Pain are in it. Rock and Roll Express. Yeah, so famous. If we can somehow come out of that tournament on top, I think that would help us a lot as well.
And then we'd have 2 really pretty cups to drink out of.
Yeah, you need 2, right? You don't want to share the one. You got to have 2.
I didn't even get a chance to drink out the other one. Mark had already drank out of it before I got a chance. I got to come outside when we won the Cornet Cup, and Mark's already got champagne in it.
That backstabber. But no, I tell you what, the interesting thing to me is that, when I look at the teams above you guys, which I'll get into shortly, I think it's totally doable for you guys to be in the top 10 or even higher, especially if you're, to win that cup. Look at those teams. The winner of that, and, who knows what that weekend will hold. There might be some crazy other tournaments going on that weekend because you just never know. We get them from all over the world. But, I got to assume the winner of that tournament's probably going to be a number 1 or, at the worst, a number 2 that week. So, I mean, yeah, you absolutely have some chances to build on this, and I expect that from you guys. And it's always the teams that go out and they do their best to get out there that I think have the best chances of getting the highest rankings. And you guys have, bore that out this year.
Thank you. And it's an exciting time to be a tag team right now, too, because, I mean, you've got guys like Marky said, the Heat Seekers. Then you got guys like the Ducks in this area.
Dawsons.
The Dawsons. I'm trying to think of the name. I don't know them. I've never actually wrestled them, but I can't think of the name. They do that Gator Bart Tits thing. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the name, but they're awesome. Roscoe East Lisa.
Yes, yeah, I actually mentioned them a little while ago. That last year they had a really good year as far as rankings, but this year they're still doing the same thing, just maybe not getting ranked as much. But that doesn't mean we don't notice them, regardless.
Oh yes, there's so many exciting teams out there. There's just wherever you go, there's someone fun to work.
Have you guys gotten to work the Hooligans or the Carnies yet?
I got beat up by the Hooligans once.
Yeah, in the first ever, we've been in the Cornet Cup at AML twice. And the first time we were in it, we misunderstood the rules, and we didn't realize it was a gauntlet match. So we won we were the first entrant, and we beat the first team, and we thought we won the Cornet Cup. So we were in the ring celebrating, and the Hooligans came out and destroyed us in less than 10 seconds. And
destroyed us, they meant Mark made you beat. They beat me up while Mark wasn't looking.
So yeah, the Hooligans beat us up pretty good that time. But the second time in the Cornet Cup, we understood the rules better. And we went all the way.
Well, that's why they're called the Hooligans, so it makes sense. But, as far as good tag team names, I have to say that, you got the Hooligans and you got the Geordie Bulldogs. So, I'm with you guys. And here's what I wanted you guys to go ahead and throw out for everybody. Okay, so most people would say that you're kind of a Southern team. I know you're not from the South, but, you're known as a Southern team right now. And I kind of want to expose you guys to whoever we possibly can. So throw out your social media and any kind of upcoming dates aside from the Cornet Cup.
Anybody can go to our Geordie Bulldog Facebook page, and they can follow us on there. Our schedule's on there all the time. They can message us if any promoters are interested in booking us. That's the best way to reach us. As far as upcoming shows, we do have the Crockett Cup coming up. We have AML coming up as well. And then we also have Rage coming up next month as well. So we're always staying busy, and we're always looking to get out and expand.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, hey, anytime you just keep hitting us up with your results, and we'll keep getting you on there when you have those good weekends, okay?
Thank you very much. We appreciate everything you do. Seriously, thank you.
No, I appreciate you guys, and I do apologize for I did it to like 3 different tag teams because what I was doing is I was trying to schedule the IPR 100, and I still had in my mind June 27th. And so I'm starting to send these out, and then I looked at it today, and I was like, oh, shit. So I felt bad. I apologize for that again. All right, guys. Well, you take care, and good luck the rest of the year. I hope to see you even higher.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Later on, guys. And that was the Geordie Bulldogs, Mark and Sean Denny. They have, I'm telling you, like I knew it last year. You can just see it coming with a lot of these teams. You could tell. I mean, a lot of wrestlers talk about their learning curve, but as a fan, what I see is, this momentum that they're starting to pick up, and they've turned that into something big. Well, I think we have Thomas Brewington on the line, if I'm not mistaken, which means, Thomas, hang on real quick for a second. I'm going to run through some rankings here. Number 18, the Fraternity, Channing Decker and Trent Gibson. Number 17, Broken Hardys. Yes, They did do a lot of work before April and WrestleMania. Number 16, Besties in the World / Blood Brothers, Davey Vega and Matt Fitchett, which, again, for the second straight year, they've had a hell of a year. Number 15, the Lucha Brothers, Ray Phoenix and Penta L0M. They had another good week this week. They'll move up in the tag team top 50, by the end of the year, I would think. Number 14, Polo Promotions out of the UK, Jackie Polo and Mark Coffey. Number 13, Modern Day Savages, Lecky and Ati. Number 12, the Sandwich Squad, Aaron Biggs and Mecha Mercenary from CWF Mid-Atlantic. They're pretty damn busy out there. Number 11, Scarlet and Graves, Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. Number 10, Shutin Doji, Kudo, Mahiro Takanashi and Yukio Sakaguchi. Number 9, Catch Point, or you can call him Pazuzu, Chris Dickinson and Jaka. Number 8, the Carnies, Nick Iggy and Kerry Offel, last year's number 1 team, sitting there at number 8, obviously doing well again this year. Number 7, our buddies, the Bomb Shelter, Zodiac and Joseph Schwartz, they came back. They were on fire since they've been back. Number 6 for Cirque, Shingo Takagi, T-Hawk, and El Lindemann. Number 5, Speed of Sounds, Hercules Singa and Tsutomu Osugi. And then let's not forget our number 4 tag team, the Indy Card Mafia, Thomas Brewington and Eric Emanon. What's up, guys? Or at least Thomas.
Holy crap, hey. What's going on, guys?
So look at that, number 4. You know what? I think you guys have really been one of the most consistent teams this year. I'm not saying that you guys weren't consistent in the past, but Jesus Christ, how many 12-hour drives have you had this year?
This year alone, probably at least 8 to 10 so far, with a lot more planned. Oh wow!
Yeah, and that's what I think too. I mean, that's why I couldn't tell you what your ranking was. I had to save it. It was worth it, right?
Absolutely.
And it's so funny because I remember the first year we did the Tag Team Top 50. You guys didn't make it. You were close, really close. The next year, I think you edged your way in barely. And then last year you had a really good year. You're like top 30, I think. And then this year, look at you right now. You're number 4. And when I look at a lot of the teams that are in the Tag Team Top 50, it's wide open. You've got 3 teams above you that are just killing it right now, and there's not a lot you can do about that. But you know what I mean? If you keep winning, that's all you can do.
Oh, absolutely. And I speak for Eric. Like, honestly, I'm taken aback by it. Like, a few years ago when we started teaming, like, we never thought that we'd be, like, one of those top-tier teams. Like, it was going to be fun, and, we were going to be able to travel, best friends traveling, all that good stuff. But, like, the amount of success we've had and the impact that we've been able to put on the Indies has been amazing. And, like, number 4, holy crap, I can't get over that. That's amazing.
Yeah, and you guys are like above teams like the Young Bucks, believe it or not. I mean, the Young Bucks ended up at 21. I realized that there's kind of like you got to put like an asterisk there because the Young Bucks don't do indies too much. But, still, it's still cool to see yourself on a list above a team like that,
Oh, absolutely. Even seeing us above, who was the number 1 team last year, the Carnies, who, hey, Kerry, hey, Nick, we beat you at AWE. It was really great. It was really great to hear just now because, like, we love those guys. We love every team that we've gotten a chance to work with because we can learn from them. And that's what wrestling is supposed to be about. You're supposed to be able to learn from your opponent. If you're the best person there, then there's a problem. You're supposed to be able to learn off of everybody. So us being in the ring with guys like the Carnies and everybody that we've been in the ring with, Tim Hughes and Bob Evans, guys like those, we've really been able to help solidify who we are as a tag team. And I think that really helped this year.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit. Some of the new teams that you got to work with this year, and, at the risk of leaving anybody out because I know it's going to be hard, but, I told you I was hyped about you guys getting to work with the Carnies, but that was like a 4-way tag of some sort, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a triple threat tag, if I'm correct. It was supposed to be us, the Carnies, and Dark City Fight Club, but at the last minute, Dark City had to pull out. So they replaced the Dark City Fight Club with S4, the Spring Street Suicide Squad. And I'll tell you what, those 2 kids can bring it. Like, honestly, with the changes, like, we were prepped for Dark City, but we were able to make something, like, magical. Like, every sequence just flowed so well together. Like, Nick and Kerry were the glue of that. Eric and I, we made ourselves fit where we needed to, and Spring Street, they brought it. Another great team that we were able to share the ring with this year was Tough Guy Inc., Bob Evans and Tim Hughes from Ring of Honor, and that was an honor in itself because I idolize Bob. I love Bob to death. That's my Uncle Bob. So him being able to share his knowledge with us, not only in the back but also in the ring, and help guide us through and give us little tips and hints on how to become better and what we can do that we aren't already doing. It matters, and I don't think a lot of people realize how much, just being able to talk with your opponents after the match and before the match, and especially during, how much that matters in making yourself be able to progress as a better wrestler, as a better entertainer, as a better tag team worker, as is the case with this list.
Yeah, and